Hello, 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 hello. Can everybody hear me? Good evening. I think I've set this up correctly, so hopefully you can all see me. Yeah, someone just drops me a comment saying they can hear me, and I'll crack on. How's everybody doing? Lovely. Thank you. So yeah, thanks for everybody for coming. This is a little bit of a belated 20k stream because I hit 20k sometime in October, but just been busy and having this room rearranged and everything. Sadly we can, yeah. Unlucky. So yeah, I thought as a nice little thing for oh look, the screen looks a bit off, doesn't it? There's like a black line around the edge. I mean, it doesn't really matter. Yeah, I thought it'd be nice for 20k to play one of my favourite games, and that is Day of the Tentacle, which we have here. Hopefully you can see that. Yeah, classic LucasArts adventure made by Tim Schafer and Dave Grossman, two of the guys who worked as what they called scumlets or junior programmers on Monkey Island. So yeah, absolutely love this game. I've played through this game countless times, so I should be able to breeze through it fairly easily without getting stuck too much. But yeah, hello everyone in the chat. So who we got? So we've got Angelio. Sorry, won't be watching this one. Don't want to spoil the game I'm going to play. I don't know if that's a joke or not, because this game came out in 1993, one of the greatest years for gaming ever. Danester's here, so he doesn't have to watch West Brom. Don't blame him. Lee Retro Chef, hello. Rob Gernaldino Plays, hello. Gunnar Engelbrecht, hello. Thanks for the tweet. Bohoho, hello. How you doing? We've got Sai, Ginger Hippie Gaming, hello mate. Marcus, Dads and Lads, Jojo Empirics, hello guys. Jeremy Allen, hello. God, I love this game. Yeah, me too. We've got Chris from Retroheads, hey Pete Pet, hello Pet. Pierre, what up? I'm stoked. Hello Pierre, me too. Ben Wright, love your unreleased games videos. Thank you very much. I'm working on one at the moment actually, on PlayStation Vita games that I'm just editing. It's been a while, so there is more coming. Craig, first time joining you, welcome, very happy to have you. And Steve Addy Sneaker Freak, yo. So what I'm going to do is, because I've just got this game paused at the minute, I'm just going to play a few seconds of the intro, and if you guys can just tell me how loud it is compared to my voice, because this is my first time really doing this setup, and I don't know if it's going to be too loud or what. So if I just unpause it. Yeah, so hopefully that's not too loud compared to my voice. Fingers crossed. Got a great little animated intro here. This game, honestly, I can't tell you how much I love this game. So we've got the toxic waste ridden. It's still under my voice. I'm not quite sure what that means. Oh, you can hear it. As long as you can hear both and you can hear me, that's fine. Thank you. Congrats on 20k. Thank you very much.
I think you should drink that. It looks bad for you.
Nonsense. It makes me feel great. Smarter, more aggressive. I feel like I could. Like I could. Like I could. Take on the world. So yeah, great little intro there. I'm not going to
keep pausing it. We're going to just play through it for a while. But I just want to kind of preface this by saying that because I've played the game so many times, I won't be engaging in all the conversations and everything. So, there's a lot of funny dialogue in this game that you will miss because I've played it so many times. But if I can remember certain bits where I know there's a bit of funny dialogue, I will dive into them and everything. So do I prefer this over Monkey Island? No, I mean, it's up there with Monkey Island. I'll say it's definitely, I'd put these two as probably two of my favourite games of all time. Definitely. Ray R 21k, congrats, thank you very much. That battery puzzle though, yeah, I know. The battery puzzle, well, yeah, I mean, that could refer to several battery puzzles, actually, I suppose. Adam Amiga Old School, well done on 21k, thanks, man. Franklin Bilson, MC, hello, company, hello, mate. Curious to see how quick you get through this. Yeah, me too, actually. I'm not sure. Let's find out, anyway. Right, let's crack on. Let me just switch screens. There we go. Right.
Look, Hoagie, it's a hamster. Just what I need for dissection lab tomorrow.
I think I need that for the band, Laverne. You know, like we could bite its head off or whatever.
Hands off that hamster.
Friend of yours, Bernard?
He belongs to Weird Ed Edison, and it looks like he's brought us a note. It's from my old friend, Green Tentacle. He says that Purple Tentacle's mutated into an insane genius, and Dr. Fred's going to kill them both. I thought I was free of Dr. Fred and those crazy Edisons forever. But now, I know that I must go back to the mansion.
So someone there saying, did it have subtitles? Do you guys want subtitles? Because, yeah, I can put them on. So you can have the speech and subtitles, if that helps. So anybody who's watching who's not played Day of the Tentacle, it is a sequel to Maniac Mansion. Maniac Mansion, a adventure game created by Ron Gilbert and Gary Winnick. Ron Gilbert obviously went on to create Monkey Island. And as I said earlier, the creators of this game, Tim Schafer and Dave Grossman, they worked on Monkey Island as well. And that guy you just saw, Bernard, he is one of the selectable characters in Maniac Mansion. So this is them going back to the mansion. And Bernard, interestingly, was going to be one of the crewmates in Monkey Island. That was the original plan, but that never happened. I think they had to cut down the crew to, a very few crew members, and they had kind of grander plans for the crew originally. Hi Cooper, how you doing, Steve? You're not really late, man. I haven't even started. We haven't even got past the intro yet. I do love this music though, so I will play the intro. Go Michael Land on the music there, who did the Monkey Island music. Yeah, the intro blew my mind as a kid as well. It was just absolutely incredible. And I had played the floppy version before the CD talkie version. But yeah, as you were saying earlier, the battery puzzle, as in the copy protection, isn't in this DOSBox version. This is emulation Griffo DOSBox, or like a version of Scum VM DOSBox or whatever.
Okay, we'll spread out commando style. Laverne, you go secure the area behind those double doors. Hoagie, you take care of upstairs reconnaissance. I'll maintain Command HQ here, in the lobby.
What are we looking for?
We've got to find where Dr. Fred is holding the tentacles.
You might notice that the dialogue is going really slow there, and it's because that's why I normally turn the subtitles off, because it only goes to the speed of the subtitles. So I'm just going to put the subtitle speed on max.
This better not take too long. I've got an anatomy final tomorrow.
Yeah, see, it does really slow it down.
Later tonight.
Right, do you know what? Just because it takes so bloody long, I'm just going to put the speech on and no subtitles. If anyone's really against not having subtitles, let me know in the comments, but it just breaks up the flow of the game so much.
If I'm late, I don't get to test the drums.
If I know Dr. Fred, he's got the tentacles tied up in his secret lab. Question is, where's his secret lab?
Second best game of 93 after Doom. Yeah, like I said earlier, 93 was just an incredible game, an incredible year for games. You got this, you got Sam and Max as well, two great LucasArts adventures. So, yeah, first, what happened there was Bernard sent Laverne and Hoagie off to cover different parts of the mansion, so we're just going to pick up everything in sight with Bernard. So we've got a help wanted sign, we've got a flyer, and we can read the flyer.
From George's hardware. George says that every American should have a vacuum cleaner in their basement.
Every American should have a vacuum cleaner in the basement. That will be relevant later. There is a dime over in this out of order payphone, which I'm going to pick up. And I'm going to open this office, and we're going to go in here, and we're going to pick up this Swiss bank book. And then we're going to open the drawer,
closed.
and there is some Booby Be Gone in the drawer, which is Tipex for anyone like myself from the UK, or Whiteout if you're from the States. I believe in North America you call it Whiteout. Now I cannot go through these doors or upstairs because those areas are being covered by Laverne and Hoagie.
There's something funny
Pop in
about
the
that
speech
clock.
volume up only a bit more. Yeah, I can do. Hopefully that's better. Hang on. Let's do just the speech. Sounds like you've done this before. Yeah, I've probably completed this game 50 times, I'd say. It was one of those games that when I was a kid I'd just play over and over and over again, you know. So if we open this suspicious looking clock, I can go down into the basement.
This is all too easy.
It is all too easy, Bernard, isn't it? Leisure Suit Larry, I kind of played the first one a bit, and because I was so young, I kind of thought it was
Laverne,
terribly
how'd
naughty.
you get
But
upstairs?
that was it,
Am
really.
I upstairs? I got lost.
Seen any tentacles?
What's a tentacle?
Oh, just something I whipped up in my spare time. Made good pets, actually, until one of them tried to take over the world. Had to tie the little buggers up in the basement.
Good thing you told us that.
Yeah, Bernard wanted us to set them free.
Thank God you weren't that stupid. Did you say Bernard?
Okay, you're free to go.
Thanks, Bernard.
Yes, thank you, naive human. Now I can finish taking over the world.
Wait!
Oh, yeah. Now I remember. He's incredibly evil, isn't he?
I'll try to talk him out of it.
Definitely got that LucasArts humour. It's
Well,
very funny.
What possible harm could one insane mutant tentacle do?
Leaping lab rats!
Dr. Fred.
What have you done this time, you meddling milquetoast? Now Purple Tentacle is free to use his evil
James.
mutant powers to take over the world and enslave all humanity!
Whoops.
Our only hope now is to
Hey,
turn
Jay.
off my sludge-o-matic
Hi, Owen.
machine and prevent the toxic mutagen from entering the river.
Isn't it a little late for that, Doctor?
Of course, that's why I'll have to do it. Yesterday, through the time machine.
This is all your fault, Bernard.
Behold, children, the Chronogon.
Doc, can't you just send Bernard?
No, you must all go to increase the odds that one of you will make it there alive.
Have any people ever been hurt in this thing?
Of course not. This is the first time I've ever tried it on people. Well, I'll be.
Bernard, float over here so I can punch you.
This must be that Woodstock place Mom and Dad are always talking about.
What could it all mean?
I don't know. I don't want to know.
Die. Die. We may not live to see yesterday.
I'm sure Dr. Fred wouldn't have done this if it weren't safe.
After all, he is a doctor.
It worked! I can't believe it! And they said imitation diamond wasn't good enough. Uh-oh.
Oh dear.
Cheap mail order jewels.
What happened to Hoagie and Laverne?
I knew I should have bought a real diamond.
Are they alive?
My dials say that the larger specimen landed 200 years in the past, and the other is stuck 200 years in the future.
Well, hurry up and bring them back.
I will, as soon as I get a new diamond. Then all your buddies have to do is plug in their respective chronogons and...
Plug them in? Where is Hoagie going to find an electrical outlet 200 years in the past?
Yes, well, he'll be needing my patented super battery then, won't he? Now, where did I put those patented super battery plans of mine?
Plans? How are we going to get Hoagie plans?
Don't worry me with details, boy. Just help me find the plans. They're in this house somewhere.
Now what am I going to do?
I think I made myself perfectly clear. Step 1, find plans. Step 2, save world. Step 3, get out of my house. Let's get cracking.
So I don't really want to talk over that because it's, you know, I want you to hear it. I assume everyone can hear what they're saying, hear the speech. Okay. Hello to everyone who's just turned up in the comments. Vespa, Rob, Al, Steve. How are we all doing? So, quick summary of what happened there. So Hoagie was sent 200 years into the past. Laverne was sent 200 years into the future. We have to get them back somehow, which, as they just discussed, is going to be an issue 200 years in the past, seeing as these Chronogon time machines run on electricity. And he just said we need to find his patented super battery
Maybe I'll
plans.
put them upstairs. That's got to be it. Upstairs.
So, unlike a minute ago, we can now explore the whole house. But quite funnily, the plans are literally just here, pinned to this board. So you can,
I've got the plans.
when you first play this game, you
to
can
flash
spend a
them to
good while
Hoagie.
looking around the house
did you
for the
get over
plans,
there?
but they're actually right there.
My ingenious super battery design, please.
You really flushed them.
Yes.
Down the toilet.
No. Through time. Using the highly sophisticated time flux hydraulic vortex chamber I've installed in each chronogon, you can flush small inanimate objects to each other through time. Flush small inanimate objects to each other through time.
Hello? Dr. Fred, can you hear me? Drat.
Did you hear something?
No. Let's see.
No, not all the
what
puzzles are that
detail
easy
is
at all.
on.
Oh, great. I'm stuck in colonial times, tentacles are taking over the world, and now the toilet's backing up.
Okay, come over here. It's your old pal, Dr. Fred.
Dr. Fred, how'd you get in there?
I want you to pick up those plans you see in the Chronogon, Hoagie. Bring them to Red Edison. He's my great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-grandfather. He'll know what to do.
You need the plans to make a super battery so you can plug in your Chronogon.
Okay, if you say so, Bernard.
Good boy. Does he have any experience with electronics?
Well, I once saw him take 3,000 volts directly through his head without batting an eye.
Didn't he pass out?
Well, he was already passed out when it happened.
Time for me to save the world, I guess.
So we can now switch between Bernard and Hoagie by clicking on these icons like
so
this.
as soon as Hoagie gets that battery working, we're set.
I'm afraid not. We still need a diamond for the main unit. And your friend in the future needs power too, if she's still alive.
Alive?
Get me out of here. I like trees and everything, but this one has got to go.
So Laverne is stuck up a tree, so we cannot play with Laverne at the moment. But as she just said, this tree has got to go. So there's a little clue there. We've got to get rid of the tree somehow. So I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to nip upstairs quickly. Have a look in here. Right, now this is one of the most notoriously annoying puzzles in the game. You just close this door and there's a set of keys in there. That is so annoying. You can miss that a million times. You know, if you played it for hours and hours and hours, you could easily miss those keys. So what I'm going to do is just going to nip outside. Got a nice mummy bird bath there.
It's closed.
Can't remember if there's anything in the mailbox yet. No, there isn't. Go and chat to this guy trying to break into this car.
Hi.
Don't sneak up on me like that.
Nice crowbar.
Thanks. Don't even think about asking to use
Very
it.
nice crowbar.
I need it.
What are you up to?
I locked my keys in the car.
Here, perhaps these are your keys.
Where? Gimme. Hey, thanks, pal.
Hello
Keep
from
the crowbar.
France. You're on the
Thank you,
Dreamcast
masked
full
man.
set. Good luck.
Maybe this one.
Had a guinea pig that looked just like Hoagie. That's great.
What
What
sort
are you
of
playing this
person
on,
would
Pete? It's
carry
like DOS
around
Box
this
or
many
Scum VM
keys?
or whatever emulation, mate.
Maybe this
So
one.
I gave the guy those car keys that I just found in the door, and he gave me a crowbar. And the crowbar is going to have 2 uses. I'm going to go and immediately use them. Rash of cow tipping baffles police. Triangular man spotted at scene. Interesting. So we're going to use the crowbar on the dime stuck in some gum, so I can get that and pick up that dime, and then I'm going to use that so I can chew the gum and get the dime out of the gum. So we've got a couple of dimes. You see that up there is a little something on the ceiling, so we'll make note of that. I'm going to head upstairs, and I'm going to use the crowbar on the vending machine.
$1968,
I'm picking up an absolute mountain of quarters.
1974. Oh, 1977.
Lovely jubbly. We're going to go back into that room that had the keys in the back of the door, and I'm going to just watch telly quickly.
This beautiful 4,000 carat diamond can be yours today for the special rock bottom introductory price of $2 million. The number to call is 1-800-STAR-WARS. Don't miss this amazing once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
So
He's still making his pitch.
that guy said if I call 1-800-STAR-WARS, I can buy a diamond for $2 million, which will come into relevance later. And you have to have watched that advert on the or QVC channel or whatever it is in order to know the number 1-800-STAR-WARS. Now, 1-800-STAR-WARS is the first of several Star Wars references in this game, which is, you know, par for the course with LucasArts Adventures, really. I'm going to put a dime in there and the bed's going to vibrate. I'm going to put the other dime in there and it should vibrate him off the bed. And then I can pick up this jumper.
Ew, it's soaking wet.
And it's soaking wet, so we're going to have to sort that out. I'm going to go into this next room.
It's useless. No one will ever be interested in my design, so I'm ending my novelty inventing career right here in this tacky motel. How appropriate. I can't even do this right.
So that guy is a down on his luck inventor who is borderline suicidal by the sounds of it. 1-800-STAR-WARS, the number you could dial and get a message. Yeah, that's cool.
Green!
Bernard!
What are you doing up here?
Well, I couldn't stop Purple, and he's gonna go out and conquer the world, and I'm afraid of what he'll do if he catches me, if Dr. Fred doesn't find me first. Does that answer your question?
Yeah. Hey!
What's up, Bernard?
Want to help me save the world?
I'm afraid to leave the room. In fact, I don't think I can even move from this spot. Purple scares the daylights out of me.
See you later.
Yeah! Good luck in saving the world, B-Man.
And he's not joking. He cannot move from that spot. Little bit of a you know, a few bits of funny dialogue there, but like I said, I'll be skipping a lot of the dialogue. You can see up here there's a little Stormtrooper helmet. It's another little Star Wars reference. There's a similar Stormtrooper helmet in the corner of this room, actually, that I'm sitting in. We're going to pick up this videotape, and we are going to push this speaker so it's face down, and then we're going to use his stereo.
Wow, this is loud.
And there you go, that's the thing that was stuck to the ceiling that I mentioned a minute ago, and it is now fallen off. I'm going to turn that off. That bowling ball there, you cannot pick up, it's too heavy, and I'll show you that.
It looks too heavy for me to pick up.
And that will be relevant much later down the line. Let's carry on upstairs. Now this room's interesting.
Hey, aren't you Weird Ed Edison, the paramilitary nut?
Why, yes, Hey, do I know you?
Yeah, I'm Bernard Bernoulli. I broke into your house 5 years ago, kidnapped your hamster, broke into your piggy bank.
Nope, doesn't ring a bell, but I can't remember much about that period anyway. My psychotherapist thinks something traumatic happened to me back then that I'm blocking out.
So this computer in the back here, you can actually use this computer and it plays the original Maniac Mansion. How that came about, a little interesting tidbit on how that came about, was when they were developing Day of the Tentacle, you have these little cutscenes, you know, the beautifully animated cutscenes, and the animators were explaining to the guys, you know, oh, this has to be within 64K, and whoever it was said, well, the whole of Maniac Mansion was 64K, so that gave them the kind of idea to put the whole game in there, so you can actually play the entire game of Maniac Mansion within this game, which I just think is fantastic. So as he was just saying, Ed was just saying, he's horrifically traumatized by his encounter with Bernard and the gang in the original Maniac Mansion. So what we're going to do is, in a minute, we're going to just traumatize him again, because we're just a horrible person.
So what are you up to these days?
Don't worry about me. I'm much better now. I don't have those bad thoughts anymore. Now I collect stamps.
Well, hope I didn't get you too excited. Bye.
Peace be with you.
So we're going to get this disappearing ink that we got from the guy next door, and we're just going to be absolute dicks to this guy.
Hey, want to see a neat trick?
Sure.
Neat, huh?
My Pony Express stamps. You ruined my Pony Express stamps. Not to mention 5 years of therapy. Get out of my room.
Jeez, what a grump. He should really try to find some outlet for those... negative feelings.
So we're going to pinch this Pony Express stamp, which is what I wanted, and then we can pick up his album. We can go give it back to him because the disappearing ink will have worn off.
Get out of here. Hey, you fixed it. I guess I can forgive
playing
you
this on
now.
Windows, Griffo.
Sometimes I do stupid stuff and I don't even know why. As if my body were being controlled by some demented, sadistic puppet master.
Well, we all feel that way sometimes.
And we just to add insult to injury, we're going to nick his hamster. So this is like a surveillance room, so that'll come into be relevant later. Don't think, is there anything upstairs I need at the moment? Don't think so. Let's go back downstairs. Is that hamster going to be alright? Well, it's debatable. He's gonna go through quite the experience. Oh, we'll just pick this up. It's some fake vomit. That was what was on the ceiling. And we're gonna pick up a fork. We're gonna pick up some regular and decaf coffee. And then we're going to open this
Who knows what
cabinet.
surprises await inside?
And there is a funnel I'm going to need in there. Now, this is a dryer. So I'm going to put my little jumper that needs drying, because remember it's soaking wet. So I'm going to put it in the dryer. And then I'm going to put my million quarters in the dryer.
Whew.
And we'll let that go. I'm just going to chat to this guy, and I'm just going to show you what happens with him.
The party.
So this guy's
You and
like
the
a
clown were having a
joke
party?
salesman.
No, last night. At the Novelty Good Salesmen's Convention. I tell you, we novelty good salesmen know how to have a good time.
See you, James.
Nice cigars.
Nice. These babies are practically exploding with tobacco goodness. So, want a cigar?
Sure, lay one of those Havanan babies on me.
Thought I was gonna blow your head off
Retrolectors, how you
there,
doing?
didn't you? Well, you were right.
No audio, you can't hear?
You shouldn't smoke. It's a bad habit.
Can you not hear the game, or what?
That cracks me up every time.
So, yeah, he is the descendant of Ben Franklin, that is correct. And he looks just like Ben Franklin when you eventually meet Ben Franklin in the past. I'm just going to open this little grate here. So you saw with that guy that he gave me an exploding cigar. So we want one of those cigars, but we're going to have to go through a little bit of an adventure to actually get one. So if I chase these teeth over here, if the grating's open, they actually fall into the grating. So everyone's getting fine audio. That's cool. Thank you. So yeah, they fall into the grating. We'll pick them up. Some chattering teeth. And I think that's it for now for Bernard. So yeah, okay, we're going to switch to Hoagie. So we're 200 years in the past, and we're going to meet some rather interesting characters in this timeline, or this time period rather. The infamous dirty cart, which will come into relevance later. Pretty sure there's nothing in here.
It's closed.
Oh no, there is. What is that?
You're brilliant. What a novel design. Come to Baltimore at once.
So that's a letter saying you're brilliant.
Well, I'll just run to the Chronojon.
There's something in the Chronojon.
Thank you. So that's a little letter that says, oh, I love your invention. And that sounds like just the kind of thing that that sad inventor upstairs would absolutely love to hear. So I'm going to give it to him.
I'm just a failure.
Oh no, I do have it. It's here. Use letter with
Hey,
Dwayne.
there's a letter here for you.
For me? Probably another rejection slip. Oh well. You're brilliant. What a novel design. Come to Baltimore at once.
Hi, how you doing, Sean? So he ran off, and we're going to pick up this flag gun that he was trying to shoot himself in the head with, and that is going to be extremely useful to me right now. So, as you noticed a minute ago, when I asked that guy for an exploding cigar, he lit it with one of those little joke gun lighters. So I'm going to do the old gypsy switch with the lighter.
Look, gravity has reversed itself over there.
Huh? I don't see anything.
Oh, never mind.
I think what Bernard says to him is different every time
there.
there.
What can I do for you, kid?
So I'll ask him for another
Nice
cigar.
cigars.
I roll them myself. So, want another cigar?
Okay, but only if you promise not to light it this time.
Would I do a thing like that?
Ha! Gotcha.
I don't get it. Get lost, kid.
So I'm going to give a couple of things to Hoagie
I'll
because I
use
know
the
he's going to
chronojon.
need them. Excuse me. Right, let's go inside with Hoagie. There's a rubber chicken reference in the background, yeah, there is indeed.
Say, that's a left-handed hammer, you know. I invented it myself. It was for my ungrateful slob of a left-handed son. Oh, well.
So we're going to give the help wanted sign to him and convince him that he actually advertised for help.
What's this? Help wanted, moronic drone, assist genius, yada yada yada. Well, I'm the only genius around, and you look dumb enough. So pick up your lab coat and get to work.
Yeah, like Owen's saying that it's a good design. You don't have to go to the basement to use the chronojons, because if you did, it would make this game very tiresome, having to go to and from the chronojons all the time. So now I'm an employee of his. He'll let me take this lab coat. This is the battery application, which doubles up as the the copy protection in the normal version.
Super battery, eh? Brilliant design. Sometimes I amaze myself. Now all I need is oil, vinegar, and some gold.
So he needs oil, vinegar, and gold to make the battery, and we need the battery to power the time machine. Just going to go in the kitchen quickly, and we can get the oil immediately. We can get some spaghetti and a bucket. And there is a brush. Lovely jubbly. I'm just going to use the bucket on the water pump so we can fill it with water. And we've got a nice bucket of water. And we can chat to these guys. So we've got a very, very cold guy wearing a blanket. We've got Thomas Jefferson, and over here is George Washington.
Excuse me. Yes? Whoa, you're like George Washington. Very much like him, according to my wife, Mrs. Washington. Whoa, indeed. Is it true about you and the cherry tree? Oh yes, it's quite true. Why, I've cut down acres of cherry trees in my day.
I bet you've lost it. You couldn't cut down a tree to save your grandmother.
Lost it, have I? Why, I'd show you a thing or two if there were a cherry tree nearby. But as you can see, there isn't. I only cut down cherry trees. Family tradition, you understand. Cherries only. There's nothing out there but cedar and kumquats.
So he's saying the legend about him cutting down the cherry tree is true, but he'll only cut down a cherry tree to prove himself. So we're going to have to bear that in mind. You can talk to these guys, but honestly, it's not that relevant at the moment. You don't need to. Now, this is the flyer that said everyone should have a vacuum cleaner in their basement. So I'm going to put this in the suggestion box, and this is going to be one of the first examples of how this game works in terms of the time travel. So you have 3 time periods spanning 600 years. So 200 years in the past, 200 years in the future. I suppose that spans 400 years, doesn't it? I was counting the middle one. Yeah, so things you do in the past affect the future. So if I put this in the suggestion box.
Boy, it's sure quiet in here. I wonder if there might be any ideas worth discussing.
The other guy is John
suggestion
Hancock.
box.
Yes, you're right.
Maybe somebody should take a look.
I say, lads, I have an idea.
Does it have anything to do with starting a fire?
No. I was thinking it's about time we open the suggestion box. Don't you agree?
Sure, George, if you say so.
Yes, whatever you think is fine with us.
Excellent.
What's he thinking? No one of any importance has been here all day. What could be in the suggestion box?
Perhaps he intends to suggest something himself.
Oh.
Here's a suggestion. It says, George says that every American should have a vacuum cleaner in their basement. What do you think, gentlemen?
Whatever you say, George.
Your name's on it. I'm sure you must have a good reason for suggesting it.
Yes, it's strange. I don't quite... Well, I'm sure I had a reason for it. If there are no objections, we shall add it to the Constitution immediately. No? Good, and so shall it be law.
What's a vacuum cleaner?
So that's now affected the future where Laverne is, and a vacuum cleaner has magically appeared in the basement. The guy who voiced John Hancock there, and he voices a few other characters in this game. I think he does Fred Edison and all that. Excuse me. Jesus Christ.
Get me down from here!
Yeah, the guy who voices John Hancock and a few of the other characters. He also voiced Carl Catan in Dark Forces. He did a few in X-Wing as well, but he's in Lost as well. If anyone's ever seen Lost, his name's Nick Jameson. He played the psychic guy, the Australian psychic. Now, if I ring this bell, a maid is going to come in and tidy the room. But because it's so tidy, she doesn't take long enough for me to nick stuff off her. So if I just push the bed to make it messy, and then I ring the bell, she'll take a bit longer.
Here I am, don't get your curls in an uproar.
Hey Ryan, thanks man.
Excuse me, Mr. Washington. Boy, what a mess.
There's some soap on the cart, and I want that. And I can immediately use the soap with the water, and I've got soapy water. So I've got a bucket of soapy water. Pete with the old Colombian sneezes there.
I told you guys I'll get to the flag next. I'm working as fast as I can.
Hey, chill. Take your time.
Don't tell me you've got another design change for the flag.
I love that. She says, don't tell me you've got another design change from the flag, and the only reply you can give is this.
I've got another design change for the flag.
I knew it.
Dear.
What's the current brainstorm from our fickle founding fathers?
We need a babe in a leather bikini swinging a broadaxe.
the heck? At this point, I'd do anything just to have it over with. Put the pattern on the table, and I'll look at it when I'm done with this job.
So I need to put some kind of design on the table, and she's going to make an American flag out of it. So we'll come back to that. Oh, there's some wine. We'll have that. Head upstairs. And we're going to read the textbook to the horse.
The LALR
Can't remember where that textbook came from. I think Bernard just has it on him.
First, develop a rigorous elective grammar. If the elements have NP completeness, the crunchy factor can be ignored. Blah, 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 blah. Whoa.
I'll have those. Thank you very much.
The question is, which one's stuffed and which one's the real McCoy?
I assure you that we are both real, but we are neither one of us McCoys. We are Edisons, Ned and Jed.
Who's who?
Does it really matter? Even our dear father can't tell us apart. He only knows that one of us is left-handed while the other is right, but that neither of us are following in his tiny scientific footsteps. Hold still, Jed. So, I'm almost too frightened to ask, are you the marble delivery
Betsy
man?
Ross, cool.
Or the model?
Oh, you sad that I didn't talk to the voice. Yeah, he does have a really great voice, the horse. You're so right. I got a bit ahead of myself there. He's got a really funny voice. Like, you talk to him and you just do not expect the horse to talk, let alone have that voice. I'm just going to say see you later. Like I said, I'm skipping loads of the dialogue here because it's just not necessary, but there's a lot of really funny dialogue. What I'm going to do with this puzzle is I'm going to go to the exact same room in the present with Bernard, and I'm just going to show you how another example of how the past changing the past affects the present and the future, because this is quite a cool one. So if I go in here, that's the same room, and this is the surveillance room that I showed you earlier. So you can see there that there is the statue of the brother, and he's got his sword in his left hand because he is left-handed. And as they just said, one of them is left-handed, one of them is right-handed. So I'm going to switch the hammer with the left-handed hammer that I got from downstairs.
Oh no! I've lost it! Oh, where hath gone the muse that once guided my hand with such care? Must inspiration be so transitory? Must art be so cruel? I'm a failure. Don't say that, Ned. Father was right. We Edisons are made to be scientists, not artists. Dear brother, we must be strong in these times of creative adversity. Why don't you let me take over for a while? I'll clean this rubble up and start over. You relax. Have a cappuccino. I'm glad we switched places. I think you're coming out quite well.
Ta-da! So now the statue has changed to a right-handed statue. The reason I want that to happen is because I want to use this surveillance equipment, but this woman won't let me. Nurse Edna, she's going to be kicking off if I try and fiddle with her stuff. What I can do is kick her chair, 'cause she's on a wheelie chair, and she'll shoot out the door. But if the sword is on the right side, she grabs onto it, stops her from going out the door. But now I can do this. A cappuccino out of nowhere, yeah, just pulls it out
Well,
of his
you
pocket.
know what they
like-
say. If you want to save the world, you gotta push a few old ladies down the stairs.
You sure do, mate. Sure do. So I'm going to put the videotape in the VCR here. And we're going to come back to that later. Do.
It's pretty darn cold.
For
I'm sorry to do this to
absolutely
you, little
no
fellow.
reason
It's
at
for the
all,
future of the whole
I'm going to
planet.
shove a hamster into an ice box. What can I say? Now, Fred is saying that he's knackered, so I'm going to give him decaf coffee, but I'm going to tell him it's real coffee because he needs to stay awake. Bernard really is a horrible person, yeah, he is.
needed a little pick-me-up.
So he instantly starts
Must
sleepwalking.
open safe. Must sign contract. Must provide for family.
So he's going to go sleepwalking, and what he's doing is, in this room here, to the left of the phone, he is going to go in there and open the safe. And I am going to record him.
Dr. Fred Edison, Internal Revenue. Come with us.
It's the IRS. The tax
We'd like
man's
to go
got
over
him.
some of your records with you.
No.
Upstairs.
So, for those of you who are old enough like me to remember VCRs, you had the short play and the extended play options. So if I play this back normally, it's too quick. He's turning the dial too quickly to actually see the
Yuck. He sucks up dust bunnies from under the yuck. He sucks up dust bunnies from under the bed.
for me to see the code. But if I flip it to extended play and I play it back,
The tape's at the end.
oh god, I've got to rewind it. Proper old school. So now if I play it in extended play, it plays in slow motion, so I can actually see the number 101 999 57. Now that is actually the same number every time, and I always used to make a note of it like in my head, but actually you don't need to. Just the fact that Bernard's seen it is enough.
Dr. Fred Edison,
I don't know how to quit out of this.
Internal Revenue. Come with us.
That's hilarious. So there we go. I now know the code, but Dr. Fred has been nabbed by the old IRS guys, and they've taken him upstairs. So I can't go directly upstairs because they'll tell me to do one. Yeah, I always thought it'd be a memory puzzle too. We're going to go up the chimney. Hi Dan, thanks man. Good to see you. We're going to pick up this crank because I will need that later. And we're going to go into one of these windows. I always forget which window it is.
I can't. It's stuck.
Okay, it's this one.
It's already
How
open.
you doing, Dan? So we're going to pick up... Oh, no, we can't do this yet. Or can we?
I'd rather not.
Come on.
Nah, not right now.
Are you joking?
Nah, not right now.
What do you mean not right now? What the fuck are you talking about, mate?
I'd rather not.
What's the best way to play this? Well, I've got it on PS4, the remastered one, which is really good. But you can just Google it and download it like this. It's like a scum version, you know, it's easy. Nice. So we're going to tie the rope to
I don't think I can
bird
do that.
bath. Whoops, tie the rope to dead cousin Ted. Create a little noose, a little bit dark, but okay. So if we now go back upstairs, up the chimney. Now I can pull the rope. Something I need and I can't remember where it is. Fuck is it? Come back to that because I can't remember where something is. Maybe I haven't got to it yet. There it is, right there. Fucking red paint right there. Didn't take long. I told you I might get stuck a little bit, but it's just because I hadn't actually got to that point yet. Getting a bit ahead of myself. Hi Scott, how you doing? So what we're going to do is we're going to go back in here. And just through there is the IRS guys. So we are going to use Ted with Fred and just switch them around.
Uh-oh.
Hey. Who's this, Doc?
Oh,
Relative?
whoops.
Well, I'm sure we can audit him next. This isn't a party.
Getting ahead of yourself, you say. Yeah, exactly. I've got to paint him red first so that he matches Fred. There we go. That's what the red paint's for. And then I can just do the old switch on him.
Thought I heard something. Everything okay in there? Well, try and keep it down, okay?
Great. So now I can use the rope with Dr. Fred. some mad knotting skills from Bernard there. And then I'm going to pull the rope again.
Nah, I'm not gonna make that mistake again. Oof. Dr. Fred, are you okay? Dr. Fred? I'd better get him to the lab. Well, I got him in here, but he's out cold.
So we're going to stick a funnel in his mouth, and then we're going to give him some regular coffee this time, not decaf. Give him a little bit of a wake up. Dun 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 dun. That's some strong shit.
Damn good coffee.
What's next? I'm going to give the red paint back to Hoagie. Now, I think this bed has a squeak, and it will kind of attract the cat, but it doesn't attract him long enough for me to get the mouse toy, so I need to switch these beds. Switch the mattresses round. Sierra.
Sounds like the cat's caught a moose up there.
So if I now use this bed and give it a squeak, then I can pick up the mouse because he'll go right to the other side of the room. Lovely jubbly. Then we're going to go back downstairs.
How about an amendment that the president has to be a human being?
Please, this is serious business.
You're right.
Saving the animation budget, yeah, exactly. So we're going to have a little wander up the road. Up to where the Chronogon is. And we're going to use the red paint on the kumquat tree. Because as George Washington said, there's only cedars and kumquats around here, so now that looks like there's a cherry tree, so hopefully we can get him to prove his worth by chopping a cherry tree down.
Excuse me. Yes? I've been thinking about what you said about cherry trees.
Pondering the great truths, eh? Well?
I bet you've lost it. You couldn't cut down a tree to save your grandmother.
Lost it, have I? Why, I'd show you a thing or two if there were a cherry tree nearby. But as you can see, there... Oh, well, what do you know? There is a cherry tree out there. Well, let's go chop the sucker down.
That's impressive.
Come down from there at once.
Try to understand. I'm stuck in this.
Voila!
You're quite a man.
Yes, I know.
So it's another great example of the past affecting the future, and now we can control Laverne. Although, as you'll find out shortly, she is in a little bit of a sticky situation. Yeah, the guard doesn't question a vanishing tree. Yeah, that is funny. We're going to offer George a cigar.
Excuse me. Yes? Mr. President, may I offer you an excellent smoke? Can you also provide me with a light? Sure. Well, in that case... Blast, I hate it when that happens. See if you can't find those for me, will you? There's a good lad.
We're going to give him the chattering teeth instead of his own normal teeth back.
These? Why, thank you, young man. Strange. I wonder if I should cut down on the coffee.
Hey, Tom, look! The father of our nation is cold. Better build a fire.
Hey, Yak
You're
Wax
right.
Lips, how you doing?
I guess you can have my log.
Me? Why should I build the fire? You build the fire.
I'm bothered by the smoke. You build the fire.
I'm bothered by your attitude. You build the fire.
No, you build the fire, Mr. Penmanship.
No, you build the fire, log lover.
No,
Log
you
lover.
build the fire.
No, you build the fire.
You big baby.
So now that George's teeth are chattering, they think it must be cold, so they light a fire, and John Hancock has taken his rug off, so I'll be having that. Thank you very much. I'm also going to give wine to Thomas Jefferson for his time capsule.
Thank you. This is exactly the sort of thing I need for the time capsule. I'll bury it tonight, and it won't be seen for hundreds of years. Future generations are in your debt.
Whoa.
Sure are. We're going to go upstairs now. Absolutely whizzing through this, but believe me, this would take months to play through this game back in the day. And we're going to put the rug on the chimney, or blanket rather, sorry.
Fire!
Okay, who was the idiot who started the fire?
Nice. Got the original box and floppies. Nice. I just love the box art on this as well. You're getting a lot of glare there because it's in a box protector, but I do love the box art. It's just so iconic. Does Hoagie smoke pot? Well, I think it's safe to say that Hoagie does smoke pot.
It's locked up with somebody's bed.
He's your typical Californian stoner kind of surfer guy, although without the surfing part. And it's funny, Laverne is kind of just the other kind of stoner, like the tripped out, like, you know, off her fucking nuts kind of stoner. It's hilarious. She's like completely spaced out. The reason I wanted to clear them from the room is so that I can pinch this gold pen. So now we've got the gold pen, And we got the oil. We just need vinegar, and then we got the 3 ingredients for the battery. So I'm going to switch over to Laverne.
It looks pretty clear in here now. Say, did you get the pen on our way out?
No,
I found a blanket blocking the chimney.
Son, do you know anything about a blanket? Didn't the dude next to you have one earlier?
Uh,
Hey, catch you later.
Do I know this off by heart? Yeah, absolutely. Just been playing through this off by heart solidly since just after 8. I've probably played it through like 50 times. I'd say roughly 50 times.
Get me out of here!
Now,
I haven't done anything.
Well, you must have done something or you wouldn't be here now, would you? You'd be out in the lobby with your tentacle owner, getting dressed up for the human show.
Owner? No one owns me.
Gosh, no owner, you say? Well, don't worry about it. I'm sure someone will come adopt you before we have to put you to sleep.
Damn that Dr. Fred.
Hey, she knows the Edison family motto.
So, yes, Laverne is in some kind of human prison, and 200 years in the future, it looks like, thanks to Purple Tentacle and his evil plan, that tentacles have taken over the world and humans are subservient, or basically pets. So we're going to talk to him and ask if we can go out for a piss.
You who, Mr. Tentacle Guy?
What?
I have to go to the bathroom.
Ha, that's a good one. Imagine a human using a bathroom. Come on, let's take a walk.
So he'll take me outside.
Okay, human, do your business.
So now that we're outside, we can actually use the chronojon and exchange a few items. So I'm going to give the scalpel to Bernard quickly, and then I can use that immediately. And there's quite a few items that we need to give to Laverne. So I'm just going to go back in here, the room with the gag joke guy. Morgan Just Games. How you doing, Jamie? You alright? If you guys like streams of old 16-bit era computer games, particularly Amiga, then check out Morgan Just Games. So we got the laugh box from the inflatable clown there. So that's going to Laverne. We're going to give the fork to Laverne, the puke to Laverne. What else? The Tipex. The horse teeth. The mouse. The spaghetti. Can opener. That'll do for now. You can see the spaghetti turned into soggy, wet noodles as it went through the toilet. This is always one bit I forget that I need. There's something I need, and I'm just trying to remember where it is. Let me go down here and have a quick look. Where is it? I'm good, mate, thanks. This one, I don't want to say what the item is and ruin anything, but there's always this one item I always bloody forget. Every time. Actually, I think it's in the future. Shit. Yeah, I know where it is. I know where it is. It's in the. It's in. I have given the fork. Yeah. I was trying to remember where the picture of the tentacle is, but it's in the doctor's office, which I'm going to go to now. So if I talk to him again.
Mr. Tentacle Guy.
What?
And I don't feel so good.
Ooh, I don't feel so good. I think I'm going to throw up all over.
Uh-oh. Time to visit Dr. Tentacle.
Well, well, what have we here?
I feel pukey.
Indeed. All right, now hold still.
Are you gonna use your scalpel?
No, of course not.
Darn. What? What?
Just as I suspected.
What?
There's nothing wrong with you.
I love the stick drawing of the human.
Down.
Well, I'm late for the show. I'll send your keeper back for you. Oh, sit, stay. Good boy.
So what I wanted was this, and I always forget where it is. So I'm going to go back to the prison thing.
Hey, how'd you get out? Get back in there.
And now I have to go and ask to go to the toilet again.
I wish Dr. Tentacle would stop losing patience.
Yoo-hoo, Mr. Tentacle Guy.
What?
I have to go to the bathroom.
Oh, all right. Come on, let's take a walk.
Come on.
Okay, human, do your business.
Yeah, exactly. Tentacle flag. I always just forget where the drawing of the tentacle, like, anatomy is. But it's obvious when you think about it. So I'm going to give that to Hoagie. And I'm going to go upstairs to... Is it Betsy Ross that Costado said her name was? And then I can put that on the pile. And that changes the flag in the future to a tentacle flag. So if I change back to Laverne, we can go back inside.
Yoo-hoo, Mr. Tentacle Guy.
It's about time.
Yoo-hoo, Mr. Tentacle Guy.
What?
Ooh, I don't feel
So we're going to say
good.
we're going to need to visit the doctor again. And we'll sneak out. And we'll go up the chimney. Is this blind or no? I'm not sure what blind. What do you mean by blind? Oh shit! I haven't got given her the crank. Idiot. Yeah, I'm an idiot.
Never picked it up.
I forgot the bloody crank, didn't I? My bad. Blind as in I've never played it before. This stream would be like 3 weeks long if I'd never played it before, and that's no exaggeration. Can I just go outside? No, I can't.
Humans aren't allowed to roam free here. I'm taking you back to the kennel.
I wish I had some sort of tentacle disguise.
Yeah, I wish we did too, Laverne. So that was my bad, guys.
Mr. Tentacle Guy.
I forgot the crank.
What?
So I have to go to the bathroom again.
I have to go to the bathroom.
Oh, all right. Come on, let's take a walk. Okay, human, do your business.
Right, I mean, yeah, like I said, if it was the first time playing it through this game, I mean, yeah, I mean, it would take weeks. Who's got the crank? There we go. Wasted a couple of minutes there. Never mind. to hints. So they have hints in this
Mr.
game.
Tentacle guy.
It's about time.
Yoo-hoo, Mr. Tentacle
Now
guy.
I have to go to the doctor again.
Ooh, I don't
Very
feel
patient,
so
this guard,
good.
isn't he?
Again?
We'll sneak back upstairs. I can use the crank on the flag. What's my quickest playthrough on this, Lee? I don't know, man. Never thought to time it. It'd be interesting to see how quickly this one comes out, although obviously I'm stopping here and there to chat. Hints from the peanut gallery. Right.
You really feel
Yeah.
about humans? Honestly, sir, I think they're filthy, obscene, foul, sickening, like the stuff in your eyes when you wake up, like the wax that builds up behind your suction cups after a few days. Like...
That's enough, son. I just wanted to be sure you weren't one of those humanist sympathizers. What with this ridiculous human show going on here, there's humophiles everywhere.
I'm no humophile, sir.
That's good. Now let me tell you about a little plan I have.
Too many people watching here.
So now I have a very poor disguise. Where it will convince those stupid tentacles. Now that is the washing that I put on to dry, the wet jumper, and it's just finished. So it took 200 years. I put that many quarters in.
I don't think so.
And the sweater has
Ooh,
shrunk
cute.
down to tiny little miniature size. Nothing in there. Okay. Let's go upstairs. I'll talk to him in a bit. So these three humans are here because there's a human show, like the Crofts for humans.
Stupid
Big enough for a
tentacle.
hamster, yes, exactly. So I'm going to pick up the hamster that we put in the ice machine 200 years ago. Because Bernard's an absolute lunatic.
Looks like there's some kind of rodent down there.
So the hamster is so cold because he has been frozen for 200 years. So this little jumper... Oh no, not yet. We need to unfreeze him. Don't we need to unfreeze him, Pete? For God's sake. I'm just going to use the can opener on the time capsule. And because you remember we gave the wine to Thomas Jefferson, he put it in the time capsule, and that has conveniently turned to vinegar. And vinegar, as you remember, is the third ingredient that Hoagie needs for the battery. So I'm going to give that to Hoagie immediately. The hamster does have a tough time in this game. Yeah, he sure does. It gets a real rough time of it. Let's pick up these skates. I'm going to pick up the extension cord because I need that. Use the skates on the mummy. And then we're going to push the mummy down the stairs.
Great Scott! You're purple.
Nice, good maths.
Yes?
You did the maths, Matt. I'm not going to bother talking to him.
Familiar.
Of course I do, nitwit. I'm Purple Tentacle, renowned world conqueror.
If you will excuse me, I've got something in the oven.
Anyone I know, eh?
That's purple tentacle as an old tentacle. I was going to say old man. Okay, upstairs is where the human show will be judged, so we'll come back to that. So that cat is trying to squeeze under the fence, so I'm going to use the Tipp-Ex on the fence.
This ought to be good.
Hey Flint. Got to push a few old ladies down the stairs and mummies, yeah, exactly. So the Tipp-Ex has now given the cat a little stripe so it resembles a skunk, and we're going to use this little mouse toy that we got to lure him down so I can nab him.
What do we have here? Looks like a prosthetic rodent. Another specimen.
Say, cutie, what brings a hot tentacle babe like you to a dump like this?
I'm here by accident. Bye.
Hey, I don't want to be here either.
I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to go and chat to this guy and enter the human contest.
Hello, I'm a tentacle. I'd like to enter my insignificant human in the show.
Oh my, yes, of course. Take these tags and put them on your human and have them wait on the bench in the lobby. Entrance will be judged in 3 categories. Best smile, best hair, and best laugh.
Thank you, fellow tentacle. Unlike humans, you have been very useful.
Oh, thank you. Believe me, it was my pleasure. Yowza! That was one good-looking tentacle.
Yeah, Laverne's voice acting is just great. Really suits the personality. So we're going to put the name tag on our mummy to enter him in the human contest.
Spirit, everyone's raring to go. Let's get this show on the road.
Ah, here it comes, my finest hour.
So we're going to head upstairs to where the judging takes place. So the tentacle told me that the judging is done on 3 categories: best hair, best smile, and best laugh. So best smile, we're going to use the horse's teeth. Best laugh, we're going to use the little box from the clown. Oh dear. And then we're going to use the spaghetti as hair. But we need the fork to give them a little bit of a do. There we go, we've got a lovely do there, and we may as well eat that meatball. Don't do it, Laverne, don't do it. Oh, that is rough. But unfortunately, however good our mummy looks, Harold looks better, so we need to get rid of Harold. So we're going to use the fake bath with Harold.
Oh, Harold, that's gross.
What are you babbling about?
You really should have told the judges if you weren't feeling well.
Oh, ick! Now, how did that mess get in there? I think I'm going to be sick.
Someone in here not feeling well?
I was feeling fine until I saw that.
Is that your regurgitation?
No, I'm an healthy human.
Didn't you just say you thought you were going to be sick?
That's just a figure of speech.
Do you realize you could have infected the whole show with human influenza?
But I just got all my shots.
You're a good-looking human, Harold, but you know the rules. You're out of the show.
What a mess.
I think he means where did the meatballs come from? Because up until that point it was just spaghetti, and then it was wet noodles, and then you do the hairdo and suddenly there's meatballs in it. So now that Harold's gone, I should be able to win on all 3 categories.
So I said to her, that's not my...
Hey, when are you guys going to judge best hair?
Oh, all right.
Wow, that's the best hair I've ever seen on a mummy.
Thick and full.
And juicy.
The mummy wins.
Agreed.
And juicy.
Hey, when are you guys going to judge best smile?
Oh, all right.
I like the quiet one.
I know, Flint. It's a bygone era, unfortunately.
White.
First place goes to the mummy.
Agreed.
My mummy is killing it.
Hey, when are you guys going to judge best laugh?
Oh, all right.
I love that laugh. That's really one of my favourite bits of Laverne dialogue.
Okay, who's got a joke?
Hey, I just flew in from Baltimore, and boy are my suction cups tired.
Classic.
Classic.
It's amazing how the mummy can do that without moving his lips.
I say we give him first place.
I mean, he's the only one who laughed, so...
Well, that makes him best of show.
Let's go congratulate him.
He is very well preserved.
I'll miss his laugh.
It's time to give him his winnings and start packing up. We gotta get this whole show to Baltimore by Thursday.
Yes, our work here is done.
Congratulations, Mummy. You did it. You did it, buddy.
Well, Ted, this is where we part ways. You've certainly helped save humanity. Even though you've been dead for thousands of years, I think you're my favorite Edison.
Right, come on, Laverne, let's do one. So we won a dinner certificate and a nice trophy. We really want to go downstairs. We need to get rid of that guy.
How's it going, Mr. Tentacle Guy?
Oh, same as ever. I'm broke, hate my job, etc.
I'm here by accident. Bye.
Hey, I don't want to be here either. Whoa! Dinner for two at Club Tentacle? I can't wait to tell my wife.
Enjoy. That gets rid of him. Yeah, they use nets. It's fun. It is funny.
You're free.
Free to do what?
Free to run wild through the woods like humans should.
Big deal.
I said you're free. Now get off your fat, lazy butts and start enjoying it.
Enjoy being hunted for the rest of our lives by that mustached old tentacle with a big net? If we ran off, he'd be right on our trail. If we stay here, we know we'll be warm and comfortable. Outside, we'd be eating bugs and moss.
You'll be eating my fist in a second.
The woods are filled with wild animals, lions,
Yeah, I like
tigers,
Thimbleweed Park, but I wouldn't put it
skunks.
on the same par with this.
Skunks. Hey, look, a skunk.
Come back here, you mangy humans! You can't do this! This is an escape-proof facility!
Who says you can't learn anything from cartoons, eh, kitty?
Exactly. We can now get in the clock. Oh shit. I haven't done my hamster. Whoopsie daisy. We just need to go and defrost our poor traumatized hamster in this newfangled microwave.
Gosh, I hope this isn't like the primitive, dangerous microwave ovens of my century.
Don't do this at home,
Those
kids.
things could really pop a hamster good. Uh-oh.
Jesus.
That was fun, but only because this is the 22nd century. You see, kids who put hamsters in microwaves back where I'm from get taken away from their parents and put up for adoption. So don't do it.
Sure is, Jamie. So, he looks a bit wet and cold, so we're going to give him a jumper.
This ought to warm him up.
That'll sort him right out, won't it? Put the hamster on the generator. Classic. Absolute classic. So, hamster runs in there. Hubcap falls down randomly. I'm just going to use the extension cord with the outlet on the generator, and then I'm going to use the cord with the window here. Now, because we did that business with Hoagie in the past with George Washington, we now have a vacuum cleaner, so we can use that with the mouse hole. Hi Jay, how you doing? I'm good, man, thanks. So now we've hoovered up the little hamster who's still going through much more trauma. We'll pick up the dust ball, and that's got our poor little guy in there. There he is. And then we're going to put the hamster back on the wheel, and then we'll get the little dun 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 dun.
Well? Look at that sucker go.
Love it.
He just keeps running and running and running.
So, this game looks very interesting. This game is one of the best games ever made, mate. I'll tell you that. Hey Kev, how you doing, mate? Good to see you. Happy New Year, and well, nearly Happy New Year. And hope you had a good Christmas.
Lieutenant, I want to ask you something. It may trouble you.
Ask away, sir. I can take it. I've got a strong stomach, nerves of steel, bowels of brass.
Can it, son? This is important. Have any of your friends seemed a bit firm lately?
Ooh, ick! You mean like non-squishy and non-slimy?
That's right. Come closer. I've recently become suspicious that humans might try to infiltrate us.
No!
Though basically stupid, they can be tricky. They may be in disguise.
They may be indeed. And then we're going to, just the final part of Laverne's puzzle is we're going to use the extension cord on the plug here, and we've powered the Chronogon. So we're halfway there. We've done Laverne. We just need to get Hoagie some power. Now we actually have all three parts of the battery ingredients now for Hoagie. So we'll go back downstairs to the basement. How did I like the remastered version? I thought it was very well done. Yeah, really good. So we've got vinegar.
Ah, excellent. I need that for my super battery.
Gold.
Ah, excellent. I need that for my super battery.
And some oil.
Ah, the final element for my ingenious battery. Stand back, boy. Give me room to work.
Ta-da!
A miracle of modern science. It will look lovely here on the shelf until I take it with me to Baltimore.
Actually, it won't, because I'm going to pinch it. Thank you very much.
Don't look now, but the British are coming, dude.
Eh? Where? Is that supposed to be funny? I'm very busy.
See ya. So we've got the battery, but we actually need to power the battery. And we're going to do that by chatting to our old mate Benjamin Franklin. Which room is he in? I always forget which bloody room he's in. It's not this one, is it? That's Betsy Ross. It's the next one. Oh, he's out in the field still. Oh dear, he's still out in the bloody field. And here comes one of the most annoying puzzles in the game. That when I actually spoke to Dave Grossman, he said that we're mainly talking about Monkey Island, but we did discuss this game very briefly, and I said that I love the puzzles in this game and I love the balance and everything, but then we did discuss that perhaps this is the puzzle that kind of gets everybody. That he said whenever he washed his car it started raining, so he put this puzzle in the game, so you actually have to wash this car and it starts a thunderstorm.
Dum-de-dum.
Painting of Max, nice.
Looks like a big storm.
Sam and Max are always in the LucasArts adventures in the background. There he is.
Hey, Ben.
What do you want?
Where are you going? What about your experiment?
Even science sometimes gets cold on account of rain, my boy.
But how are you ever going to get lightning if you're not going to stand out in a storm?
To be frank, which I am, I don't know. The science of electrodynamics, much like your mind apparently, is still in a state of relative infancy. Back to the drawing board, I say.
What a genius.
So I know Benjamin Franklin just kind of appeared out of nowhere there, but you can wander into the field and have a chat with him prior to that. But ordered my first super gun. Nice, mate. Yeah, I saw on Instagram you got an Atomic Wave. That's awesome. Yeah, super guns are really cool, man. I've always wanted a super gun, but don't really have the time or space or kind of will to get into that side of things. That's the last thing I need to do is start another collection, you know, especially arcade PCBs and all that. But Atomic Wave is awesome. Blue Hedgehog Man, how you doing? Long time no see.
It looks kind of small for me. It looks kind of small for me. Hi.
Sorry, can't talk. Busy making history.
It kind of makes no sense. Yeah, exactly. That puzzle doesn't make sense. And
It
Dave,
looks kind of small for me.
Dave did admit that it doesn't make sense. I think he said that was kind of the one
got
puzzle
something
that
good for you, mister.
he
Mister.
thought didn't make
Mr.
sense in the game.
Brainstorm? Yes, hand it over. Doesn't this belong to somebody?
Yeah, Red Edison.
Ah.
It's still kind of crazy to me that I've actually
I'm sorry,
discussed
but a man
this
has no
game
vision.
with Dave
A
Grossman.
lightweight, durable fabric like
That's
this
nuts.
going to waste down in his basement. When I'm done with it, it will fly. Eureka! The all-season Francocopter, ready to make history. No, there's no fuse.
So, what do I light?
For the last time, you're not going to light anything. You just push it.
Yeah,
The whole
Jojo was here
time?
earlier.
How am I going to get up that high?
Listen, just wait for me to say the word now. Then push the kite into the air, all right?
I'm on you, lasagna.
I'm on you, lasagna.
Let's hope so.
So I just need to stick my battery in the pocket of the kite.
Now!
Whee!
She's handling kind of funny.
You got it. Just hang on there.
She's too heavy. I can't control her.
Hang on, Ben. Hang on.
She's breaking up. She's breaking up. Run for your life. Now that was interesting.
Yeah. Say, can I see that kite for a second?
No, I'm taking it back to my lab in Philly right now so I can study the results. Wish me luck. I never got your name.
It's Hoagie, sir.
Nice working with you, Hoagie. I promise to name an invention after you someday.
Gosh, thanks.
60 watching, 60 likes. That's great. Thanks for the support, guys, and thanks for the support with the subs and everything. It's this is, I suppose, this 20k celebration. You know, that's crazy number of people. Thanks for everyone for watching, and new people and people who've stuck with me since, you know, nearly 6 years ago when I started. Just awesome. But yeah, there are, like Costado says, there are a lot more games with much more obscure puzzles. Where are we going? We're going out to the Chronogon now because we've got a charged battery. Happy days. And we're going to use our battery with the plug.
Whoa.
Yeah. 200 subs. Yeah, I remember getting to 200 subs. I was so chuffed. I don't think anything feels as good as getting that first 100 or 200, you know. Because I never thought I'd get 200. And just every sort of milestone, like, you know, getting to 1,000 and 10,000 and 20,000, it's just
Dr. Fred, what do we do
equally
now?
as unbelievable, really.
Buy a diamond and plug it into the Chronogon.
Oh, the diamond, yeah, of course. What an idiot. Yeah, I mean, subs is doesn't really mean anything, does it? It's more your views and everything that matters. So we need to order a diamond. So I'm going to use the phone, and I'm going to phone 1-800 Star Wars.
Sleek design, sturdy construction, attractive housing.
Don't
All
look
in
at it,
all,
Bernard.
a
Use it.
fine phone.
I'm sure it is.
Potato Shopping Channel, Wanda speaking.
I want to buy a diamond.
That will be $2 million. Do you have a major credit card?
I have a numbered Swiss bank account.
What's the number, sir?
It's 846-427-35327.
I'm sorry, the Credotron shows that account to be empty.
The account is empty. Ah, yes, of course. Of course. I need to do the letter. I need to use this stamp on a letter.
It's empty.
Shit.
It's open. No way could I pick that up.
Shit, this one is a puzzle that I always do really early on, and for some reason I've left it late. What is the letter I need to give to Hoagie to post? Shit. Hey Ant, how you doing? Merry Christmas. Was that comment censored? I can still see both comments. That's weird. I think this is the first time tonight that I've got a bit stuck. I will remember though. Oh shit, who is it that's got it? What is the letter that I need to post? Can anyone remember? And I have to put this stamp on it and I have to post it, and then that puts $2 million in Fred's account. Hello Germany, how you doing? Yeah, I did the safe bit with Dr. Fred. Oh, it's because I need to open the safe. Of course, I didn't actually bother to open it, did I? So this is what we were saying earlier, that
99957.
we were saying earlier that we thought it was like a memory puzzle, that you had to remember the code, but you don't have to remember the code. It just remembers it for you. As long as you've seen it, you're good to go. So we put the stamp on the contract, and then we're going to post the contract.
This is no good. It isn't signed.
Oh yeah, it needs signing. So we're going to tell him it's like a petition against tentacles or something like that. Because he won't sign it otherwise.
I got the contract for you to sign, Doctor.
Sorry, I don't like to sign things that I haven't read.
Oh, forget it. I'll get rid of Purple Tentacle myself.
Oh, yeah? How?
It's not a future postage stamp, it's a Pony Express stamp, so it's actually from the time that Hoagie's from.
I'm starting up a petition to ban all tentacles.
Wow! Where do I sign?
Right here.
Well, good luck.
I'm pretty sure stamps, well, certainly in the UK, you can use a stamp.
Yes,
you
what
know,
do you want?
Hi there. Is this
at
Dr.
any
Fred
time in the
Edison?
future.
Who did you think you called? Dr.
It
Spock?
always
Look,
is
I don't
legal
have all
tender.
day.
This is Farley Crockett, LucasArts Games. I just discovered your contract among some very old files, and, well, our lawyers say that we have to pay you $2 million in back royalties. For the use of your family in the Maniac Mansion video game.
What?
This is Farley Crockett.
No, I heard that, you moron. When do I get my money?
Oh, right now. It's been credited to your Swiss bank account.
Operator, get me a travel agent. This is an emergency.
Penny Pixels, how you doing? Good to see you. Penny Pixels did all the awesome pixel art from my Monkey Island documentary. So now we're going to phone 1-800 Star Wars, take 2. Darth Vader calendar, yeah, it's awesome.
Wanda speaking.
I want to buy a diamond.
That will be $2 million. Do you have a major credit card?
I have a numbered Swiss bank account.
What's the number, sir?
It's 846-427-35327.
Very good, sir. We'll send the diamond by pronto post lightspeed delivery immediately. Thank you for calling.
Now that's service.
It puts Amazon Prime to shame, doesn't it?
I'd better get this to Dr. Fred
COVID
right
lamp
away.
in the top left.
That should do it. Where did you get this diamond anyway?
It was donated by a group of Girl Scouts who were in the neighborhood.
How heartwarming. According to my instruments, everything is in readiness. Your friends have activated their units, so it's time to throw the switch.
Great! Hoagie! I'm so happy to...
Hi!
Laverne! Wow! I'm so glad you two made it back okay.
I hate to interrupt, but there's no time to lose. Now that you're back, we've got to proceed with the original plan and send you back to yesterday to turn off the Sludge-O-Matic.
Huh?
Say what?
Now hold on a minute, Dr. Fred. They just barely made it back to our time alive, and I think...
Ha-ha! You can't turn off the machine if I get there first.
Uh-oh.
Don't worry, guys. This time I know I can stop him.
Uh-oh. I guess we better do something.
Let's go.
No, wait! You can't all go in the same stall. Didn't you see the fly?
Didn't you see the fly? I love how you can phone them multiple times, get different responses. Yeah, we're missing a lot of the funny dialogue by just the fact that I know what to do. So you miss out on a lot of the funny stuff if you're just experimenting.
We're
some kind of monster, dudes.
Oh dear.
Great. Stuck here the rest of my life listening to Bernard talking and watching Hoagie eat. Mom warned me there'd be days like this.
Now, wait just a minute. It's Green Tentacle. What was that, Green? What?
I believe he's trying to warn you about me.
Oh.
We're going to turn off the sludge-o-matic and defeat your evil plan, overgrown worm.
You sorry lot are no match for me.
But there's 3 of us. Well, sort of.
Nevertheless, I mean to crush you.
Yeah?
You and what army?
Why, this army, of course.
Yikes.
You see, I've been busy. These are all versions of myself from the future. I've been bringing them back here using the Chronogon. Together, we will conquer the world. You 10 there. Go to the basement and guard the sludge-o-matic.
You 10 there.
No one is to touch the sludge-o-matic.
It always annoyed me that only 8 of them go when he said 10.
I must decide what excruciating tortures to leave them to me. I've been itching for a chance to test out my newly completed diminuator.
Uh-oh.
Excuse me. Us.
All right, the rest of you come with me. Next stop, the world.
What do we do now?
Whoa.
It wears off.
Aha!
Run for it!
Damn. The battery must not have had time to recharge, but it will.
Shh! Maybe he won't find us.
You, where are you, human? Aha!
Uh-oh.
Take that. And this. Drat.
Center of the forehead every time.
I'm about to finish them off.
So now I've got to go next door, and the only way I can do that is by going through that mouse hole, and that just can be quite a tricky puzzle the first time you play it. And then when I'm big, let's just walk around a bit. So earlier on I showed you that when you go to pick up the bowling ball, Bernard says, oh, it's too heavy, but now there's a strength of 3 people. We can pick it up.
Hey! Where'd he go?
So we'll head back downstairs and down to the basement. And there's those 10 tentacles conveniently lined up. Perfect. Love it.
Great! Now we can turn off the machine and prevent all this tentacle mayhem from ever happening.
Well, I'm certainly glad that's over with.
Yeah, let's get out of here.
Leaving so soon? We haven't had the chance to get to know one another. You humans amount to very little.
I love the way it plays Three Blind Mice when you're tiny. Okay, so we need to convince...
Run all you like, you insignificant insect. The human race is doomed.
You're pretty handy with that ray gun.
Center of the forehead
Every time.
Would you like a demonstration?
I bet you couldn't hit your own forehead.
Nice try.
Just what is it you have against humans anyway?
Humans are our oppressors. They made us live in this horrible motel. They created us in ungainly forms, so we could not rise against them. Try walking around with your legs tied together and glue on your shoes. You'll see what I mean.
Opinion on UHS hints. I don't know what that is. What is UHS? Sega Zombie, hello Scott. How you doing, mate? If anyone hasn't voted for Scott for YouTube of the Year to host next year, then in fact, let me get a link to that, seeing as Scott's here. One sec. I'll post a link in the chat. Okay. So, there we go. That should be there. So, guys. Oh shit! Hang on, sorry. That link I just posted. If you can pop in there, go on that video and just comment, I vote for Sega Zombie, or vote for Sega Zombie, or something along those lines. That'd be much appreciated. James Flashback TNT, congrats. Thank you very much. And thanks, Scott. Yeah, thanks for the support, guys. Much appreciated. So back to Dead Tentacle. We're trying to convince him to shoot
really?
Fred.
I suppose you're right about that. I didn't start out hating all humans, just Dr. Fred.
Why don't you zap Fred with the ray gun for a change?
Perhaps that would be entertaining. Cold rat.
Surely we can talk this out.
Talk?
Surely.
Wait! You haven't heard the last of me. I'll be back, and the next time, the world and all its piffling inhabitants shall be mine. All mine.
It's 1993, Sean.
All mine.
Okay, little fella. Mail this to Siberia.
How you doing, Sean? All right?
Our work here is done. Now we can go home.
Well, kiddies, it's been more fun than a jumpsuit full of weasels. Now, kindly get your freakish hide out of my home.
Please, Dr. Fred, you've got to get us out of this mess. We look terrible, and we can't buy clothes off the rack.
I'm getting sort of used to it. Maybe we could go on the talk show circuit.
Help us, Dr. Edison. You're our only hope.
Oh, all right.
I love the way they've done the lighting effects in this room with just the pixel art. It looks incredible.
Idiots! It seems you're not exactly the sideshow attraction you imagined. You're just three complete goofballs stuck in one suit of clothes.
Well, I'm glad that's taken care of. Looks like everything's back to normal.
Or is it? Excellent. That was super fun. I do love this theme music as well. Hey James, thanks man. So it took us about 2 hours to complete with a lot of chatting, so I reckon you could probably lick this in an hour and a half easily, you know. Cheers Steve. Yeah, thanks. That was fun, DOS Gamer Man. Thanks for everybody for joining me on that. It was really good fun. Yeah, it's finished, Sean. There was a couple of times there I had to think for a minute, but pretty much just breeze through that. Hey Gabriel, yeah, watch it back. Why not? Speed run it next time, yeah, should do. I mean, there's probably, like, as speedrunners do, there's probably an order, like a sensible order in which to do things, but I kind of just always do them in just a weird haphazard order. And it's normally different every time. Like, I'm sure last time I played this, look at this, great. Love it. That's just superb. Last time I played this, I did things in a very different order, I think. Space Quests, nah, I won't be playing any Sierra games on stream. I might play Monkey Island though. Or Sam & Max. Sam & Max is one that I haven't played as many times as this, so Sam & Max I wouldn't be able to just breeze through like this. Sam & Max I find there's a lot of going back and forth, you know. What a game though. Just truly is one of the all-time great games. Just fantastic memories. So the fastest playthrough of this game, Owen, 17 minutes. That is ridiculous. Jesus Christ, 17 fucking minutes. Wow. Wow. Yeah. The world record, 17 minutes. That is amazing. I'm definitely, do you know what, tonight after this now I might go and watch a couple of speed runs of it. I assume that well, hopefully that world record run is actually on YouTube. Bill, hello, how you doing? Yeah, it's all done mate, all finished. Thoroughly enjoyable that was. Yeah, exactly. You've got to skip all the dialogue and you know, all that jazz. Completed it. Yeah, we just finished a few minutes ago. Stream the speed run and watch your reaction. No. We don't do that. Gutted I missed most of this. Yeah, that's a shame, mate. You can always watch it back if you want, but it's not the same as live, is it? But never mind. Thanks for popping in. Yeah, it is just a game that I know really well. I'm playing on Amiga. No, this was not released on Amiga. This was a DOS game. But I'm actually playing it on like a DOS box kind of thing on my modern PC. Greetings from Barcelona. Hola, Daniel Garcia Mejia. Feliz Año Nuevo. But yeah, great ending screen. Does this just go on perpetually, this screen now with the Tentacle logo and the flag? It is very relaxing to watch, James. I just kind of don't want to end the stream because I'm just relaxing, like watching this, chilling. That's funny. How many people are still here? 51 watching. 51 people watching this end screen. That's how good it is. Love it. Thanks, Sean. That's much appreciated. Yeah, like I said, I never imagined to get 200 subs, let alone this many, and you know, the support and everything's been overwhelming over the years, especially from people like you who've been around since the start. Sean, actually, for everybody who doesn't know, Horatio Van Basten, he actually sent me my very first YouTube gift, and that is a copy of Aero Wings 2 on the Dreamcast that's still up on the shelf up there. But yeah, he's been around since the very early days of my channel. Yeah, Craig, I'll definitely consider doing some similar playthroughs. I do like streaming. I haven't done stream for ages, 6 months or something, but I do like doing it. And now that I've got this new setup where I've actually got a desk and everything in here, I'll probably do it a bit more, to be fair. Thanks, Dane. Much appreciated. Happy New Year. Did you buy the Monkey Island anthology from Limited Run Games? Nah. Do you know what? I really wanted them to do the book separately, and I even tweeted to them, you know, please just do the book separately because the book sounds awesome. And I know that what's the guy's name? The guy from the Video Game History Foundation. Oh God, that's so bad that I can't remember his name. I'm just having one of those brain farts where I can't remember his name, but he actually interviewed me, that Video Game History Hour thing. They interviewed me about my Monkey Island doc, and he was saying that he was actually involved in the making of the book and everything, and it does sound really good. But no, I didn't buy it. I mean, it doesn't appeal to me beyond the book, really. So to spend whatever it is, $170 plus getting it over here to the UK for the sake of the book, it's not really something I think is worth doing. Blue Hedgehog Man, you've returned. It's all over, man. Erwin Costado, thank you so much for watching. You're clearly as big a fan of this as me, so it's nice to have you here. Thank you, mate. Walter is here. Hello, the Highlander. How you doing? Good to see you. You want the book but nothing else. Yeah, exactly. Should do more streams. Your 1 and 10 Crisis made me get the game. Thanks, dude. Yeah, it's fun actually, like, especially when there's a new game, like a new Mega Drive game. It is quite fun to stream and kind of experience it with everybody else, isn't it? Yeah, I'm sure I'll do some Paprium live streaming when it eventually comes. When does Monkey Island 2 start? 5 minutes. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, who knows what I'll do next? We'll have to see, won't we? So what's everybody's favourite adventure game in the comments? I think that it's a really, really hard choice between this and Monkey Island for me. And although I do love Monkey Island 2, just from a puzzle perspective, I think Monkey Island 1's just a little bit tidier, a little bit better made. Please don't check the WhatsApp group, you may boot me. Oh dearie me. Hey Luke, Sound Weapon, how you doing, mate? Merry Christmas, Happy New Year and all that jazz. So we've got a vote for Monkey Island, Discworld Noir, which I've not played, Grim Fandango, nice. So Grim Fandango was Tim Schafer, who co-created this game. Monkey Island, another vote for Monkey Island. Does streaming still mess up the YouTube algorithm? Yeah, I mean, all I know is whenever I started streaming, whenever it was it last year or earlier this year, that when I started streaming, it seemed to hurt my views, really. I don't think YouTube likes it too much, but whatever, you know. If I enjoy it, I'll do it. I don't really care that much. Never played Monkey Island. We need to fix that, mate. Another vote for Monkey Island. Broken Sword. Monkey Island. A lot of Monkey Islands in the comments, which is no surprise. Yeah, there are a lot. It's a tricky question. Beneath a Steel Sky. Nice. Yeah, do you know what? Like, beyond LucasArts games or Lucasfilm adventures, I've not played a lot of adventure games. So I think I played a few, like Sierra ones back in the day, and just didn't get on with them at all. So I think it kind of put me off anything that's not LucasArts. Although Big Harry Marty has said Flight of the Amazon Queen, which is awesome. I've got that up on the shelf there. That is a cool game, and you actually, it looks like a Lucasfilm game. You'd think it was made by Lucasfilm. It's really an homage to their games. Just looking up at what else we got on the shelf there. Full Throttle is good, yeah, that's up there as well. That's good. Golden Axe. Oh dear. The Bard's Tale. Blimey, that's an oldie. Yeah, like Walter's saying, it's probably better to stream to Twitch. But I can't be asked with Twitch. I don't be wanting to do like a whole other platform. It's hard enough for me to work out how to do this. Original Discworld game. I have played that like very sort of dribs and drabs, you know, and Simon the Sorcerer and dribs and drabs as well. Oh wow, I didn't know LucasArts wanted to publish it. That's interesting. Because was it Binary Interactive Illusions or whatever they're called, Binary something. And they became, oh, I don't know, actually. I don't want to say that in case I'm wrong. Yeah, I played a lot of Maniac Mansion, but I didn't really complete it. I didn't get very far on it. Yeah, I mean, I played King's Quest and Space Quest and that here and there, and Leisure Suit Larry here and there, but never really got on with them, you know. Does Star Wars Dark Forces count? No, it definitely doesn't, although that is a fantastic game. Interactive binary illusions. Yeah, so I was right. Yeah, that's it. Fate of Atlantis. Yeah, that's a good one. That is a good one. Right, guys, I think I'm going to wrap it up there. I think we've looked at this end screen for a good 10-15 minutes, and it's like a lullaby. It's putting me to sleep. I'm going to go and have some grub, I think. But yeah, thank you so much, everybody, for watching. Thank you for supporting me, you know, and watching my crap. It's much appreciated. There's plenty of stuff in the works. There's a cancelled games I'm editing at the moment. I've got a new series coming. We've got some more documentaries in the works. I've got some interviews coming up in the new year. They are all Amiga era, 16-bit era, but I won't be giving anything away. Just know that if you're an Amiga fan or a 16-bit kind of home computer fan, then hopefully these documentaries will be a nice treat for you, and it's certainly going to be a treat for me speaking to these people. So we'll have to see what comes of it, and you know, it'll probably take a while for me to actually sort anything out. Lure of the Tempest. It's Lure of the Temptress, is it not? But yeah, Happy New Year, Feliz Año Nuevo, or whatever you call it, wherever you are. Have a great one.